Hello, Indiana Virtual. In this video, we are going to go over the assignment 0402, the biosphere. So I'm already on that lesson, and I am on slide 7 of this lesson, where you will find the directions for the biosphere. Okay, so in this lesson, you took a tour of all sorts of biomes. Specifically, you learned about 3 aquatic biomes. You learned about freshwater habitats, coastal habitats, and estuaries. So in this lesson, you are going to create a presentation for me on a virtual field trip of an aquatic ecosystem, of a water ecosystem, and one of your choice. Okay, so we have directions here. So step 1 says that we have a virtual field trip. It's a web search of a location that you are able to visit in person. For this virtual field trip, you are to pick any sea, lake, bay, or river in the world and research the biotic and abiotic factors that make it unique. You are to include the following features in your virtual field trip research. You are going to identify the location of your body of water, a description of the geography that surrounds your body of water, the effects of sunlight on the aquatic life inhabiting your body of water, the depths and salinity of your body of water and how this shapes the types of aquatic life present, the effects of seasonal changes to water temperature and aquatic life in your body of water, and lastly, predictions or current research on the effects of climate change to your body of water. Okay, now that sounds a little bit complicated, I will say. So what I have done is I have created a Google slide for you as a template, as I have done on a previous assignment, to help really guide you through this. So step 2 says, now that you have gathered your research, you're going to share your virtual field trip with me. So basically, you are going to choose an aquatic habitat, and you're going to take me on a virtual field trip of the aquatic habitat of your choice. Now, according to the directions, you may choose to do alternate media. You can do some sort of video, a slideshow, could make a web page, or some sort of other illustration that shows me all of your research. But like I said, I've created a Google Slide template for you, so all you have to do is make a copy of the template and fill in all of your information. So what we are going to do, and also the rubric is here as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is go ahead and go to our website. And on our website, okay, so there's your notes. Here's the directions. Here's the rubric. Here is an example of a flyer that was created. It's an example by Buzz. And then here are the Google Slides that I have created for you that you can use as a template. Okay, so what you'll do is make a copy of these, and I'll need to click over here so that way I can flip through each slide with you. Okay, so first slide, we have a title slide. Okay, so 0402, the biosphere. Make sure you put your name on there. Okay, and on our first slide, here's an introduction to kind of what the project is about. It says, your aquatic ecosystem. In this lesson, you took a tour of 3 of our unique aquatic biomes: freshwater, coastal habitats, and estuaries. So in this project, as I said, you're going to take me on a virtual field trip of an aquatic ecosystem that you choose. You can choose any aquatic ecosystem in the world. Maybe it's a lake around here. Maybe it's a major river of the world. Maybe it's the Gulf of Mexico, maybe it's the Dead Sea, whatever it is that you would like to choose. It could be a very large aquatic habitat, it could be very small. Maybe it's the pond in your backyard. So you decide any aquatic ecosystem that you would like. Okay, and you're going to teach me all about the biotic and abiotic factors that shape it. Pick any habitat, any aquatic habitat in the world, and then all you have to do on this particular slide is tell me the name of your aquatic ecosystem. Feel free to delete everything else on this slide and just give me the name of the aquatic ecosystem that you're choosing. Okay, on the next slide, you're going to give me the location. So here, in detail, please describe the location of your aquatic ecosystem. Please address the following. Where in the world is your aquatic ecosystem? And give me a map. Show me a picture. If it is the pond in your backyard, take a picture of it. If it is the Mississippi River, pull a picture offline and include a picture here so I can see. Maybe you'll include a picture of the entire United States and highlight where the Mississippi River is. Okay, but either way, on this slide, tell me the location. Tell me where your habitat is and show me what it looks like. Show me where it is that you're taking me on this virtual field trip. Okay, on the next slide, you're going to describe the surrounding geography that surrounds your body of water. Okay, so on this slide, our 2 bullet points say, what is the environment like around your aquatic ecosystem? So describe the habitat that surrounds the aquatic habitat that you chose. So maybe it's the Mississippi River. I would like you to describe to me, what are the banks of the Mississippi River like? Does it vary as the Mississippi River moves throughout the United States? Is it fields? Is it forested? Is it desert-like? You tell me. So describe to me, what is the environment like that surrounds your habitat? Okay, on the next slide, you're going to describe the depths and salinity. So depth, how deep is your body of water? And salinity, how salty is it? Okay, so you will describe the depths and salinity of your body of water. Address the following. So how deep is your body of water? Does it vary throughout? Are there areas that are very shallow? What's the deepest portion of your aquatic habitat? So if it's your own pond in your backyard, you're going to have to get creative on how you can figure this out, on how deep that pond is. If it's the Mississippi River, do a little bit of research, figure out what's the deepest part of the Mississippi River, what's the most shallow part of the Mississippi River. Okay, what is the salinity? So that is, how salty is the water? So as you do research, you should be able to find a number or a value. And if your aquatic habitat is freshwater, you still may find that there's a little bit of salt, a salt value that's in the freshwater, and maybe not. So do some research there. Okay, and then how does the depth and salinity shape or determine the types of aquatic life present? So depending on the depth and the salinity, what kind of organisms might be able to live here? Which ones certainly would not be able to live here? Okay. All right. Next, we're going to talk about sunlight. Okay. On this slide, please describe how sunlight has an impact on the aquatic life inhabiting your body of water. So some ideas to help you address this topic is to think about photosynthesis. Okay. So how much sunlight penetrates the water? Is your habitat very shallow and sunlight can penetrate through the entire body of water? Or is it very deep and sunlight only penetrates maybe the first portion, the first couple of feet? Maybe it's very cloudy and sunlight cannot penetrate the body of water. Okay, does photosynthesis supply the energy needs for the organisms in your habitat? Is there a lot of photosynthesis that goes on in your habitat? Because it's so cloudy or so murky, there's not much photosynthesis that happens there. Okay, sunlight is also a factor that determines water temperature. So what's the average temperature of your body of water? Okay, does the temperature vary throughout the year? What's the warmest it could be? What's the coolest it could be? Does it ever freeze? Does the temperature determine the type of organisms that can live in your habitat? So think about that as well. Okay, then we will go on to seasonal changes. So on this slide, please describe the effects of seasonal changes to water temperature. And so we kind of overlap that on the previous slide. And how does that water temperature vary? So you could address that here, how that temperature varies throughout the seasons. Okay, so does the temperature of your aquatic habitat change with the seasons, or is it constant year-round? Depending where you've picked, if you've picked somewhere closer to the equator, it may stay pretty stable throughout the entire year. So what are the high and low temperatures of your aquatic habitat? Okay, now on this slide, the aquatic life, we're talking all about the salinity, the depth, the sunlight, the seasonal changes, but we haven't actually said, tell me what lives there. So at this point, please tell me what lives in your aquatic habitat. Give some pictures. Show me what you have. Maybe if it's at your pond in your backyard, maybe there's pictures of you catching some fish in there, and you can tell me what kind of fish are in your pond. Okay, now we have predictions. So what's going to happen to your body of water in the future? What does research tell us is happening to the globe right now, and how is that going to impact your body of water? So on this slide, identify any predictions or current research regarding the effects of climate change, so global warming, on your body of water. So please address the following. How is this habitat expected to change in the future? And is global warming / climate change expected to change the habitat or the organisms that live near here? So how's your habitat going to change? Is it estimated that aquatic life is going to die off? Is it estimated that it's going to continue to flourish and global warming is not going to be an impact? So think about those things. See what kind of research you can find there. And then lastly, we always, on any project, in ones that you are getting information from the internet or books or from the Buzz program, you want to make sure you cite it here. So here's a works cited, a bibliography, a resources page, a references page. So give an appropriate citation on this slide. Okay, guys. So if you have any questions at all, please make sure you send me an email. You do not have to use the Google Slides here. However, I noticed the students that use the Google Slides that I have provided on a previous assignment tend to do very well because you know what I'm looking for. You know what sort of things I am expecting out of you on this assignment when you follow the template that I provide. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing what virtual field trips I get to go on here, guys. So I hope you enjoy this assignment. Let me know if you have questions. Bye.